What's up, YouTube? So I've been hearing that the HK-cc9 is a very soft shooting micro 9. So I wanted to put it up against my M&P Shield 2.0, which is the softest micro 9 that I have, and it's not even close. Okay, let me show you. We clear 7 rounds, 7+1 magazine with an aluminum pinky extension on the Shield 2.0. Here's an 8-round magazine that comes with it right out of the box. That's what we're talking about. We clear over here. See how much brighter that orange follower is compared to that black one? 12+1 magazine, 10. Clear over here. So I threw a short video up talking about going to see how soft this thing shoots against my 2.0. And to be honest with you, I wasn't planning on doing a comparison video between these two firearms, but it was a couple of people that said they wanted to see one. So for those couple of people, I got some time. Here we go. I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of specs except the ones that's relevant. And I will talk about why I came here to this HK. Because in a different video, I said this was going to be replacing my SIG. It's not going to replace my SIG P365X. It's just, I've been carrying the SIG since I bought it. You know, I wanted to carry something differently. And I'm a person right now in my journey where I don't need to carry for consistency. You know, I don't need to, I need to have a SIG on me just in case something pop off. I know what the controls is. I know, you know, it ain't got no manual safety. I don't have to do all of that because I know whatever firearm I'm carrying. You know, I know if I got the Hellcat on me. I know if I got a Glock 43X on me. I know what's on me. I only have one firearm with a manual safety, and that's the Gen 1 Shield, and it's right here, and I carry that only in the woods, so when I'm hiking and stuff. So whenever I go into my safe, I've been grabbing this gun without thinking. Just grab it, grab the backup mag, and off I go, you know. And I've been doing that for like 2 weeks and been loving it, you know, because I just want to carry something different. So I figured, why not find something a little bit more modern, you know, that's around the same form factor as this M&P Shield 2.0. Now, I came into a little extra money, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna spend it on me a new firearm, but it had to be like this. It had to be specced out like this. The handle couldn't be as long as a Glock 43X handle, you know, because I catch hell trying to carry that. It had to have more than 10 rounds and, you know, a flat base plate. Had to be modular. Had to be optic ready. And modular meaning you could take the fire control unit out and put it into another lower. And those was the main things. And it had to have a pick rail. In this day and age, for a micro 9 not to have at least one rail, you know, where you could put a light on it for home defense, it's crazy. But those was the things that I felt like it had to have, and this checked all the boxes for me. And plus you get a longer barrel. And when I say it's the same form factor, I mean, yes, even though they're about the exact same size. This is 3.1 inch barrel. This is 3.32 inch barrel. So you're getting a little bit more velocity out of this. The cc9 feels better in my hand because it's a little bit fatter. As you can see, the Shield is thin. Now, normally I used to have Talon grips on here, but on the Shield, but they kept peeling off for whatever reason. So I started using my whole grip to get a little bit more girth on the handle. I took the whole grip off to keep the shooting comparison fair. I wanted them just how they come out the box, with the exception of the pinky extension, of course. But as far as the grip, you know, but the Shield is a little thinner, but it's a single stack. This a little bit thicker. If you got a Shield Plus, it's probably going to be around this size, you know. So that's how that is. Now shooting them, This one, the HK, now I will stand these guns up at the end of this video, you know, a small size comparison to let you see how they look. You know, first of all, let me show you this. Now, I've been carrying the Shield just like this for years with this pinky extension. Look where my finger is. Now, this is 7+1 rounds, okay? Same thing. Pinky extension, 12+ round. 12+1. Look where my finger is. That's why I'm going to be carrying it with the 12-round magazine. They still haven't sent me my other one that I ordered. I don't know what's taking so long. But when I was shooting both of them, it felt like with the 10-round magazine, here's the 10. It felt like with the 10-round magazine, like after every 5 rounds, depending on how hot the ammo was, I felt like I had to readjust my grip every time. My finger never got, I never held the slide back. Now this slide stop is interesting. It is flat, but it goes up and comes out. You got a little ledge here. You might not even be able to see it. It's on both sides. Never did I felt like the ambidextrous mag release button was going to pop out the magazine on me. It never happened, you know. But I did have to readjust my grip on here. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to do that on the Shield at all. But then again, it do have the pinky extension on it, you know. But this thing just stayed planted, period. Now, I didn't bring the target. They won't let you film up there, which is crazy. You know, I told you why they stopped filming at like all 3 of the gun ranges I went through that I go to. They had completely stopped filming because the people were shooting the bulletproof glasses and stuff like that. But this gun, I don't know what year you watching this video, but right now it's hard to get, and everybody wanted to shoot this thing. I put when I went in there, I went early too. I went in there, I put 182 rounds through it. The main focus, even though I was shooting them against each other, I wanted to put the bulk of the rounds through here because this has 1,300 rounds through it before I even shot them together. You know, this is north of 1,300 rounds through it. So this is going to shoot softer. I mean, you know, everything going to work right. I got an Apex trigger in there for quicker follow-up shots. I do have a custom barrel in here. I got Trijicon HD night sights, 3-dot night sights on here. But everybody wanted to shoot this thing. I put 182 rounds through here. The range staff guy asked me and him cool, you know, the guy that be standing around in there watching everybody. He asked me if I didn't mind if he shot 50 rounds through it, because they never had this gun in there for themselves. So he wanted to see how it shot. I told him okay, but I told him, do me a favor first. I put 8 rounds of 124 grain blazer brass in each magazine. And I asked him to shoot both of them. He shot both of them, and he immediately said, this is a softer shooting gun. Just like I said, this was a softer shooting gun. Not by much, well, a little bit much. I mean, if you was there. But again, 1,300 rounds through this thing. This is brand new out the box, so this gonna get there. But this was a softer shooting gun. He came back with his. He put 50 rounds through it. So that's what about, I put 182, he put 50, so that'll get us at around 232, something like that. Then the couple that was over next to them wanted to shoot it, you know, even though I did get to shoot her car PM9. Not a fan of that gun. I ain't got nothing against it, but it's not something I'll buy, you know, but they put some rounds. I didn't count theirs, so I only count the ones that me and my man, the old boy, shot. So they put some rounds through it too. Everybody wanted to shoot this thing. But I had to, that's why tomorrow when I go up there, I ain't gonna let everybody shoot it this time. You know, I'm gonna just shoot it against my SIG when I go up there tomorrow. But yeah, This gun is super accurate, but I did have problems because of this got the this got a tritium night sight in it too. High vis night sight. This glows when you light it up with a flashlight. But that blacked out rear, I started getting used to it. You know, I believe that's why I was getting better groups with the Shield. I was getting pulling tighter groups with the Shield because of the 3-dot that I'm used to. I'm not used to this, but I will get used to it. You know, I was still getting tight groups with this thing. This thing is amazingly accurate. It feels extremely good in the hand. My opinion to you is this. If you're thinking about getting a Shield Plus, okay? Now, you do have the third party in your pocket with the Shield Plus. This is the Shield 2.0. This gun you can get drums for, 50 round drums. I don't think you can get that with the Shield Plus right now, but you do get Shield Smith & Wesson make 15 round magazines for it. So I think 17 round mags too. You got you got all kind of holsters for it. You don't get all of that with the HK. You know, so if you're not looking for a light rail for home defense or a modular system and you thinking about a Shield Plus, it's gonna be cheaper. And you already know it's a Shield. Shields are notoriously workhorses. So you can go with that. But if you want to get a light rail, something different, this one even have a nice trigger on it. I don't know if I showed the trigger. That's the trigger on there. I really don't want to do it on this because this ain't the trigger that comes with the gun, but whatever. This is my Apex trigger. This is a beautiful trigger. I got the whole kit on this one, not just the shoe. This thing was shooting so good. I was just smiling when I was shooting this gun. I will say this much, though. When it comes to the serrations, it's not even close. The HK serrations is superior by a long shot. These things feel like the SIG. They grippy at the front, grippy in the back. You're not going to slip off of it. The Shield, these fish scale serrations was cool for, 5-10 years ago. But right now, you could slip off of them. I have never slipped off of them, but you could. And this slide easier. This slide is a little bit easier because of the round count. So I'm doing all this through a camera, so it's, hard to manipulate everything. But this is still an excellent firearm. I'm not going to tell you which one to pick, but I'm just saying if you're looking at a Shield Plus, you get a back strap. If for the HK, you're getting a back strap. You get front and rear serrations that's superior. You're getting a pick rail. You're getting 12 plus 1. They're going to have some more magazines. I was told that 15 rounders are coming. I would look at this. If you could find one to rent, shoot it, because it is a soft shooting gun. It is as soft as this one. In about 800 rounds, it's going to be softer shooting than the Shield, I believe. So I will stand these guns up at the end of this video to show you how they look stood up. So that's all I can tell you about them. I like both of them. Like I said, I put the Buffalo Bore was the main thing. Buffalo Bore, the Hornady Critical, what was that? Critical Defense. The same rounds from Dunham's that choked up my Glock 43X. I ran through here, no malfunctions. That was the main thing to see if it was going to run. Here is the holster. I did a video on this, what is it? A CYA holster. This is a cheap CYA holster. I went to Toaster's website and got this sidekick for it. This is the only holster I have for this firearm. On that video, I showed a Vetter holster. That Vetter holster was for my P365. This is the Toaster holster for my Shield. Okay, so at this point I'm rambling. I'm just saying, if you thinking about a Shield Plus, or you have a Shield Plus and you love what you love, there it is. But if you're thinking about something different, you want something different, I'd say check this thing out, because it's the same size as a Shield Plus. You're getting your night sights, you're getting index points that you don't get on the Shield Plus. And again, you're getting back straps, you're getting a 12 and a 10 round magazine, you know, night sight, optic ready. All of them come optic ready, and a longer barrel, a polygonal barrel. So, you know, it's an accurate barrel. So I'll stand the videos up, and then I'll probably do a video comparing the size of the SIG, which I really wanted to do in another video, the SIG and the Hellcat, to show you that, yes, these are a little bit bigger than the SIG and the Hellcat, which I wanted. I want not Hellcat Pro big, but I wanted something to carry something just a little bit bigger than my SIG or my Hellcat. And this is the perfect medium for that. cc9 with the 10 round mag in it from the back. M&P Shield 2.0 with the 7 round mag in it from the back. The Shield is a little bit thinner. cc9 in the front, the Shield is in the back. That's the 10 round magazine in it, cc9. And that is the 7 rounder with the pinky extension on the Shield. Shield is a little taller. This is the 12 round mag with the HK, and the pinky extension 7 rounder with the Shield. As you can see, I can get that in there. The pinky extension on the Shield is a little taller. You're getting 7 plus 1 with the Shield, 12 plus 1 with the HK. And I gotta be honest, that HK is starting to really look nice to me. Let me put in the 8 round mag for the Shield. Now that's the 8 round magazine for the Shield. If you had a Shield Plus, the Shield 8 rounder and the Shield Plus 13 rounder is the exact same height. So that's how you'll be looking on the Shield Plus as far as height. Except you'll have 13 rounds. In the HK, you got 12. And as far as the 7 rounder for the Shield 2.0, that's the same size and height as the 10 rounder on the Shield Plus.